right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Here live from rainy Florida. Not getting much of the tropical storm, but again, some rain here and there, so nothing wild. Hope anyone that's living on the west coast of Florida obviously stays safe, and I'm pretty sure you'll be all right. Just probably some flooding on the streets usually. That's the case here in Florida. All right, good morning. Let's talk about the market, shall we? Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo, click on that, turn on notifications, like our videos, comment any questions, turn on notifications. As always, really do appreciate it. More great things to come. Let's rock and roll. Dow futures are down 42 points. Again, seeing a lot of rotation out of those value names. Remember we talked about that. Q3, value is going to start being rotated out. Tech is going to start moving. Look at the names that were up yesterday. Apple and Amazon. We're going to talk about that here in a second. And then we'll look at some couple of setups I like here. NASDAQ up 85 points, nearly 0.6%. S&P is up 4. It snapped its 7-day win streak, 7-session win streak yesterday. Russell 2000 continuing to get hit, down 0.30%. Crude oil bouncing a little bit right off that 4-hour, 100-day moving average. I'm watching that. I'm still long crude, so I'm watching that. And I have one energy stock. So again, I still believe that crude will hit $100 a barrel. Gold is up 0.61%. Silver up 0.96%. The VIX is slightly green, 1645. Yields are continuing to tank, 1.316%. Again, this is a good thing if you're looking to buy a home. If you're looking to refinance, that's a really great sign. And the dollar is absolutely flat. Let's see here on Forex, 118.16 on the euro dollar, down 6 pips. Dollar yen 110.62, basically flat. Ethereum, we'll go ahead and take a look at crypto. My apologies, I haven't really talked about crypto lately. Really not much going on, but Ethereum is on the move, which is nice. I own Ethereum, so happy to see that. Let's go ahead and go to cryptocurrency here on investing.com, if I can bring this up. Bitcoin 34,848, Ethereum 2381, Cardano 143, and XRP 67 cents. Dogecoin down 2% at 0.23. And that's where we are. I think the next one I know is Litecoin 141.88. I don't know the rest of these names. Polygon 114.979. Good to see I own some Polygon. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers here. Let's bring this up. A couple of names I don't know. DD Global again was down nearly 20% yesterday, which was last session. They're down another 3.76%. AMC is down 4.5% pre-market on the Dow. Apple nearly 1%. Microsoft 0.48%. Chevron down slightly. Boeing down a quarter point. Industrials, energy. Energy again, I'm still bullish on energy. JPM Morgan. Again, we talked about the banks. Down 1% today. If you're looking for a place to actually do some puts, it's going to be the financials, it's going to be industrials, it's going to be materials. Remember, I posted that the other day in regards to what am I previewing in regards to the quarters. So again, I'll look for that here. Let me see if I can find that thing. Here, the sector rating here on our chat room. Sector rating for the second half of 2021. I'm overweight tech, overweight energy, overweight communication services. Communication service, we know what that is. That's Netflix and Facebook. And Twitter, I don't have Twitter. Consumer cyclical, again, we know that's Tesla, we know that's Amazon, we know that's Starbucks, that's Nike. Again, I'm a big Nike bull, love Nike. Energy, again, I just bought some energy, XOP, which is the oil and petroleum drillers. Tech, again, we know what tech is. That's semiconductors, that's Microsoft, that's cloud, that's software, that's Apple. Equal weight, pretty much just kind of like kind of neutral on it. Again, may look for puts, may look for something out there. Financials, healthcare, real estate, consumer defensive. Underweight, meaning these are the ones I'm definitely looking to see fade back a little bit, is utilities, industrials, and materials. Those are the ones I'm looking for. So again, I think financials are possibly a good put here, but again, we have to take a look and see if there's volume out there, see what's working. Let's see what else is moving on the S&P. AMD up 0.64% here. Bank of America down 1%. Ford Motor Company's down 0.41%. And the NASDAQ 100, Tesla's up. Microsoft, NVIDIA, JD.com. I saw some unusual options activity for September. Some big call buying. Amazon's up 1%. Amazon now above 3,700. New all-time highs. We know that. Facebook up 0.5%. Again, tech is going to start getting the love, guys, in the third quarter, especially ahead of earnings. So I want to show you something really quick. This is from Carter Braxton Worth. He does He does fast money with CNBC. And again, I love his charts. He says here, certain rested champions, quote, are just breaking out, while others, one that already broke, that are already a little bit stretched. We make the case to fund purchase of Apple and Amazon, while taking profit on Google and Microsoft and Facebook. So again, this is just his advice, again, probably for a trade. But again, I own Facebook some. I don't own Google except in my ETF, which is my SpyG. Also owns Facebook. But Microsoft I own. It's one of my larger positions. I'm not going to sell it. Again, I'm looking for a nice possibly pullback. That may not happen this year. But again, I'm very, very disciplined when it comes to when I want to buy something. Again, I want something on a deal. Even if it's moving up, I'm not buying anything. So looking at it here, this chart was really interesting this morning, caught my eye. Google, Microsoft, and Facebook plotted equal weight as a single security. Look how high it's gone in the blue line. But yet Apple and Amazon plotted equal weight is starting to pop. Take a look at that. Again, Amazon, we've been saying this for about 8 months, 10 months, that has been consolidating on a range, finally breaking out. The problem is that it's very expensive to trade the options. You can if you want, but you have to go really out of the money to do this one. Oops, I didn't change this to members. So let me go to, I have to put this to everybody. Sorry, let's go to public. My fault. I had this on the private for the regular members. My apologies. Again, you can always watch this again. So again, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook plotted as equal weight. Top 5 S&P stocks, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon plotted equal weight. And you can see Amazon and Apple starting to move. So Apple and Amazon, again, I told this to Investment Club, I'm expecting Apple to start really picking up here. And especially Amazon. Again, it's such a great company. The fact that it was ranging for the past 10 months is very, very strange. So let's go ahead and move this over here and talk about some of the trades I'm looking at. I'm looking at Facebook here at 355. If it does break that, possibly 356. I didn't get to close my Facebook yesterday, and again, I still have a long 360s for this week. But if I catch that, obviously I should catch that today. The 360s and above could be interesting for next week. I'm not in a rush to get it, but I'll watch for some volume. The 360s for this week had about 12,000 vol yesterday. Microsoft, we got into the 280 calls. That should hit today. We're only $1 away, and that's for next week. Apple, same thing, 145s. The target was the all-time highs. We have those. I have 2 positions on it personally. I have 2 positions on Microsoft, I mean 2 full positions on it, meaning that I added to it. So again, Apple's going to probably tap 149. If it does break, and we're going to go ahead and actually expand it here, let's take a look at Apple here. Apple, again, you can see this megaphone type setup where it's expanding. So again, really, I would say the good target is really 150. And I would expect 150 possibly towards the end of August, if anything. But again, with a strong earnings report, we can get a little more. But again, Apple has a little more room to run. Microsoft, again, it's already at all-time highs. So again, the expectation is, possibly consolidation, maybe around 280-ish. Again, it's been an absolute beast of a stock. Let's look at Amazon. Again, you could see that consolidation, finally the breakout. The question is, where does it go? I think absolutely it can possibly hit 3,800. In my opinion, by the end of August. So again, not terrible. If you're looking for some really deep out of the money calls with some time, again, prepare to pay up. If that's the case, you can just buy some shares and call it a day, if that's how you want to do it. So again, my apologies. I forgot to put public. I had it under private for our YouTube premium members. So now it's live. So that's where we are. So again, I'm watching Amazon, I'm watching Apple, I'm watching Microsoft, I'm watching Facebook since I have them. Also, NEO, I have some calls. And I'm watching that because they have battery day next week. So let's see what they have to report with regards to their automobiles. Very interesting stuff. Let's see what they say with their technology. One more for the road is space. If space can break 49.60, I would target 55 calls for next week. But again, it could be a little more risky, but just keep that in mind. It could be something there for you guys. But very interesting stuff. Again, I like space here for a trade. 55 seems to be, 55 to 58 seems to be resistance. If we can catch it above 49, I could possibly do the 55s and see if we can catch a little something there. But again, I think the best bet is to stick with tech. Let's go ahead and do one last one here for financials. Let's see where JPM is, and let's take a look. Again, a nice bounce from the lows here of 147.30. Now, if you are looking to play puts, I would say your best bet is to break 151.38. And then with financials, you really don't know. You don't have to go full out of the money. You don't have to do it like the 147s or anything. If you break 151.38, the 150s are fine, in my opinion, to play some puts. But put an alert there at 151.38 would be a lot better for you. Citibank, same thing. I would probably put the support level right around the low of 67.13. They were just price upgraded today, so kind of be careful with some price action this morning. Again, I'm not looking to get a ton of trades this week because we had a short week. One more to go here. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is actually holding up a little better than most here. There is a slight gap to fill on the hourly. You could probably fill that to 361. Let's put an alert here at 365. If we could do maybe the 360 puts, could be something. Again, I am neutral on financials, not exactly buying them, but possibly some puts there could be worth it. I believe they had a question. Are you looking for a short-term pullback in tech names this morning? I'm not. No, I expect tech to continue to run, guys. Q3 and Q4, tech is definitely going to carry the portfolios, is going to carry the S&P to highs. Thoughts on XOP? I own XOP. That's a stock I recently just bought. Oil and gas exploration. So with XOP, again, $100 a barrel. My expectation from this stock, if we can get to $100 a barrel, is really around 180. So again, if we can get to 170, 180, I would probably sell the stock. I can't say this is an investment. I would say it's more of a short-term or a swing trade, if you want to call it that. I think the SQ hits all-time high. Really what's going to help SQ hit all-time highs, let me go ahead and pull the actual number. It's 283.19. What's going to push Square to all-time highs has to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin has to bounce and has to break that level of 44,000 for Square to really, really start moving. Oil going to push? I do believe so, yes. That's on Google today. Yeah, Google, again, pretty expensive, we know that, in regards to buying options. I think Tesla runs up for Q3, Q4. I do. I think Tesla hits 800 by the end of the year. Big upgrade on coin today. You're buying more? No, I don't buy on the way up. I only buy when it's down. But again, you could see that it is a pre-market on that price upgrade. I like Coinbase long term. Again, it's one of my speculation holdings in my portfolio. Thoughts on Shop's 1600 calls? Keep in mind, guys, Shop is expensive. So again, you're talking about $50 out of the money. Again, it's not going to be cheap. So again, if you want to trade it, that's up to you. It is a nice breakout. Sure, there's a slight gap. It might fill that this morning. It may come back down and then push back up. Maybe wait for that gap to fill if you want to go ahead and buy the option. Thoughts on the Dow Jones? Dow Jones, keep in mind, guys, is full of value stocks. It's more of a equal weight. I can't say equal weight, but a better diversification than the S&P, where it's about 27% of tech. Dow Jones is a little different. So again, if you're looking at the Dow to kind of give you direction of the market, it's not going to give it to you because that's mostly just value names. It's a lot of industrials, a lot of energy, a lot of other names too, retail, so on and so forth. There's just some tech in there, but Amazon's not in there, not even Google's in there. They just have Apple and Microsoft in regards to the Dow. Thoughts on Wish? Again, Wish is one of those short squeeze names. Be careful on it. I have a level for 1553. That breaks. Possibly we can have a conversation. So that's where we are, guys. Again, the idea, guys, tech is going to continue to push. Keep that in mind. Energy, I'm expecting a bounce, $100 a barrel by the end of the year. Probably by the end of September, possibly. And number 3, watch financials for puts, guys. Financials could give some nice opportunities as we're getting the rotation out of value, interest rates going down. We talked about the 10-year. Tech is going to start heating up. We got earnings coming up, guys. So again, short week. Don't waste all the ammo this week. Again, we have earnings coming up. We have the Fed today, which is the meeting minutes. We know what they talked about last week. That's all they're talking about this week. So it's not a meeting. It's all about just talking about what they've already talked about. Kind of a reiteration of what they said. Yeah, Q3. Yeah, I said it. Q3 tech names are going to start pushing. So again, your patience will definitely be rewarded for exactly like an Amazon or an Apple. Google and Facebook, if you all know, you've been doing pretty well anyways. So we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Got to check in with the team. And we're expecting a good day. NASDAQ is now up 90. We'll catch you guys later.